this week.
Yeah,
And
as
we're
long as you
live.
guys, if you guys don't stop fucking cussing,
Like you just did.
Wow.
my show.
Such an asshole.
Oh, it's your show now.
It's your show? Well, let's see how you do this by yourself going forward.
It's your show.
Well, going forward, we're gonna kind of take a break because Lily starts playing softball. So
Nice.
It's gonna get. She starts softball,
So
but we
you're
will
gonna
be
live
back.
Stream softball games now, is what you're saying.
Right.
Me and her might start doing something. Maybe she'll come on and we'll talk sports. Me and her,
Maybe she'll pick a better team.
Sports. She got
Maybe.
the jokes.
Maybe she'll pick up like Atlanta or something. She seems like Atlanta type of.
What does that mean?
She likes birds.
So she'll be a Ravens fan. She'll be a Ravens fan.
That's not a bird. That's a piece of shit.
Image, your beats are so fire.
Stop disrespecting me.
I feel we can beat the Browns. We can compete with Baltimore if they have Lamar, and we're right there with the
That young man put his life on the line for you, for your entertainment.
We were talking all before the game. Everyone's like, "Nah, Ravens don't have a shot," and they're right there. Very soon, that thumbnail is going to have two black quarterbacks on it: Justin Fields and Bryce Young.
So, what about the rumor around Tannehill?
Well, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, we don't want that guy. We're good.
I thought this was a steel conspiracy. Where the Ravens?
Lamar Jackson.
You're right there. Hendo, what are you talking about?
Why is the one who's going to be unemployed soon right front and center?
Thanks. I mean, he's already.
Well, because I haven't checked because it's start of a new season, so I have to change the thumbnail.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
he's gonna be way in the background crying on the news.
Actually, the thumbnail is gonna be us three. So eventually, and we're gonna add Lily.
Oh, like that.
Us three on camera. What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to the Steel Conspiracy with my two favorite people in the world, Mr. Hendo and Mr. Brodney. How you guys doing today?
I mean, I'm doing well. I don't know about somebody else, but I had a good day.
I mean, I'm glad you had a good day. Hendo, are you okay? Everything good? What's going on?
I know, stand today. I know, stand today. Plus, it's not what I heard. Orlando Magic came back down to earth.
Why does Reg catch shots just for saying hello?
Oh no, that wasn't even. I didn't even know he was here. I was watching the game actually. That's why.
Oh yeah, and you always comment on the state of the Orlando Magic.
He asked me how I was feeling, and this is how I was feeling. Looking at the TV, like, okay, back to earth, back to life, back to reality.
They weren't even that good at any point to begin with.
I mean, in the beginning of the season, they did lead the division.
Oh, the division in basketball! Wow.
I mean, that's a lot for Orlando.
At the beginning of the season, like the first 7-8 games?
It was like the first 12, 17.
Oh, 12. Okay, cool.
But it's Orlando. I mean, that's better than they normally do.
And if you're going to bring up some Orlando news, why not bring up that they just retired Shaq's number? I mean,
really
a couple decades too late, but...
You know what? Yeah. It is going to throw us way off topic. Well, who do you think was better, Shaq and Penny or Shaq and Kobe?
Shaq and
Kobe. Shaq and DeWade?
The ones that won titles.
No, that's not.
No, because a lot of people argue Penny could have been on Kobe's level.
I think there's a strong argument to make, like a strong what if argument. I mean, obviously in reality it was Shaq and Kobe because they won all the titles and everything. But there's a strong what if argument where if Penny stayed healthy and Shaq was still that. I mean, he was super athletic in Orlando. I mean, even levels beyond what he was in LA. And if he kind of stayed that way and Penny developed the way people thought he was going to develop, they could have been better. But I mean, the answer is Shaq and Kobe as is.
Exactly. One question for Big Reg. How you doing today, brother? How many titles do y'all have? Since we're on the subject of titles, how many titles do you have? Since wins are what you aspire to be.
This is how you can tell that the Warriors are new money. Because I don't bring up all the Lakers titles when we're talking about this season.
No.
The Lakers suck this season. I'm not going to throw the 17 rings in your face.
Apparently, Shannon Sharp thinks we're going to get to the Western Conference Finals. So.
No, because I'm asking because he talked about we have more wins than. What is that really saying? We suck.
Hey, but Hendo, did you see that Stephen Curry 3-point to win the game?
That turnaround.
Disgusting. That was disgusting.
That was sick. That was
look how happy he is about a regular season win now. Mere
That's a big
moments
deal.
ago, he was like, it doesn't matter.
Shout out to Buck.
The shot.
Okay.
Shaq was breaking rims in Orlando and was the funny shit. Yeah, Shaq in Orlando was very athletic. Shaq in LA was just destroying.
He was still very athletic, but
he was physically
way.
But he was physically destroying people. Like
even
remember what he did to Tim Don? Was it Tim? What was his name? Tim. I want to say no. Well, he destroyed McCollum.
He's talking about
the
old boy from the Knicks. Oh, you got bring. That was the smoothest disrespect I've ever seen on a basketball court because he transitioned from dunking to pushing him down on the floor before he even hit the court.
Yeah, that is true.
And the way he used to disrespect homeboy from the Blazers, the center, like
who I beat this
custom. It's a bonus, yeah. He used to
you know who he used to disrespect? David Robinson.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. You know who he didn't disrespect?
Hakeem.
Because I was a Houston fan at the time. Was Yao Ming. And Hakeem, obviously. I mean, Hakeem is Shaq's daddy. But I was about when Yao came into the league, I was going toe for toe with him.
That's very true. You know what? The biggest what if Doc Rivers never opens his mouth, Tim Duncan might be in Orlando.
Thank God.
With Tracy McGrady.
Thank God for Doc.
Thank God for Doc.
No, Doc, thank God, because I needed Milwaukee to win tonight, and
I don't know why you're betting on a team who's been like 1-6 or whatever since that dude took over. Stop betting your money.
He can't help it.
All right, Kansas City wins its third Super Bowl, beating the 49ers in OT.
Technically, it's their fourth.
God damn it, bro! Like really.
Third Super Bowl with Mahomes. For the first 3 quarters, boring Super Bowl. Nothing really happened. Huh?
Disagree. I thought it was enjoyable.
Disagree? I mean, apparently a skater fell off in the halftime show. Other than that, wasn't really anything exciting. Just it was like, okay, cool.
It was very good defensive football.
Was it? Chris McCaffrey fumbling for no reason.
It wasn't for no reason.
It was like 3 people hitting him at the same time. That was a reason.
I've seen him get hit 3 times. I mean, come on. Gotta hold on to that rock.
Okay, Isaiah Pacheco then. Same difference.
But 49ers, Brock Purdy threw 1 touchdown, 23 for 38, 255 yards. Mr. Patrick Mahomes, the MVP, threw for 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 34 for 46. Obviously, the big story in the first half, Travis Kelce, I think only had 1 catch in that first half. And we will talk about that little scuffle that happened. Later on in the game, but like Kendall says, it was a defensive game that first half, back and forth defensive wise. What did you guys make of that first half as far as just watching the game? And I'll start with you, Kendall.
Defensive game. I think that Kansas City was just playing with them. It's Kyle Shanahan. They're gonna blow this game. We'll let them be up by 10 points. It's no big deal. Watch what happens second half. Brock Purdy's gonna implode. We got it.
I mean, but Brock Purdy really didn't implode.
Those 2 missed touchdowns, one of those could have won the game.
Okay, quarterbacks missed, but he didn't make a mistake. Okay, that's fine.
He missed 2 wide open touchdowns. That's a mistake.
The one where there was somebody when there was a defensive player in his face.
Okay, what about the one where it wasn't, and he just overthrew him? That could have won him the game.
It happens. You're right.
That shit got Jimmy Garoppolo ran out of town. He missed Emmanuel Sanders in the Super Bowl.
Facts.
40 whiners. What's up, Mr. Galloway?
Jeremy, hold up, Dre. Jeremy, you're a Cowboys fan. Yeah.
What about you, Ron?
Y'all haven't discovered self-awareness down there yet? No, I thought that similar to Hendo, I thought that the 49ers needed to start cashing in touchdowns early when the Chiefs offense couldn't get anything going. And when they didn't, I thought, well, Kansas City's going to come back and win. I didn't think they would be able to hold a lead in the second half against Mahomes in that offense. But, it was a well-played game. I think, obviously, Dre Greenlaw, with that freak injury, really kind of changed
that was
things.
Nuts. Yeah,
it changed things in favor of Kansas City. So, yeah, that was very unfortunate.
A lot of people are blaming it on the commercials and everything. Do you guys believe that? Like the game is too long and extended because of commercials and performances and things like that.
Don't give Hendo the chance to blame Usher for something.
No,
don't.
I don't think it's because of the length of it. I think because Usher's energy just muddied up the place. Somebody was gonna get hurt eventually.
I think Swiss Beats got hurt.
Eventually, it's going to be Usher. But no, that didn't have anything to do with, it was a freak accident. He hopped up and he was running out onto the field and
his Achilles popped.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's terrible.
Well, they say when your Achilles pops, it's not because of that. It's already been weakened from some prior injury. So, but I don't think that because he started to run on the field and something happened and he went back. Then he tried to go again, and just that herky jerky motion, just you could see his calf ripple, and I just was like, oh gosh,
yeah,
terrible. The worst time.
That sucks. Well, going into the fourth quarter, we had San Francisco was up. Going into the half, San Francisco was up. Kansas City scored 10 points. San Francisco kicked 3 field goals. And there was a field goal and then a blocked extra point. Mm-hmm. Now, conspiracy theories out there say, the kicker purposely kicked the ball low because Kansas City or Vegas had the over 47. A lot of people bet the under. They made a lot of money. I don't know, D-Weezy. Maybe some people out there in Vegas. I'm not sure, but that was kind of controversial. But we go into overtime, and we'll get into this because this I think is the most important part of the game. So there's a lot of controversy with this overtime. We know because of the Buffalo game and the Josh Allen crybabies that they decided they're going to give both teams an opportunity to match whatever they do. So if the first team to get the ball scores a touchdown, you got to score a touchdown. If they kick a field goal, you either kick a field goal or score a touchdown to win the game. And I think people are getting confused on what the 49ers are kind of confused about because what my understanding is with the clock winding down in OT, a lot of players thought, okay, cool, we could stop them, or if they try to go for it, we stop them, we win the game. Or not stop them, but if time runs out, we win the game, which is not the case. If the time had ended, Kansas City gets to move to the other side of the field and continue to try to score with the extra time period. And I think a lot of players didn't understand that. There's people that are bashing Kyle Shanahan, saying he should have given the ball to KC first. And then once they did what they did, if they score or not score, then you know what you got to do to win the game. How do you guys kind of feel about this whole OT controversy? Do you think it was the right call to take the ball? Do you think it was the wrong call?
I don't think there's any controversy. there were some
many people
players who didn't understand, and they all played on one sideline. So I think that's poor preparation from the NFC representatives there. In terms of should he have kicked off or not, I think he should have kicked. You want to know what you have to do, essentially. It's like the college overtime. Every single team in college football plays defense first, so they know if they have to score a touchdown or not, right? And I think that this being the first time that they've played, an overtime game with these rules, Shanahan probably just wasn't really ready for it, and obviously the players weren't ready for it, and they just, in my opinion, made a poor call there. But maybe they were fully aware and they just said, "Hey, we want to get the ball, go get a touchdown, and put the pressure on Kansas City." Whatever. But as far as like the clock running out, again, all the players in red knew that they were going to keep the ball. So that's on San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. What about you, Hendo? What do you think? Because I think the controversy, and before you speak, my bad, Hendo, I didn't mean to cut you off. The controversy is that 49ers gave the ball to KC when they should have kept it. Or they should have kicked it to KC, instead they kept it. That's where the controversy is kind of in play. But go ahead, Hendo, my apologies.
I mean, it's no controversy. It's just one team, like I said, one team being prepared, one team that's not prepared. And at first, I really didn't think too much into it. I just was like, okay, I mean, what really would have changed if they knew the rules, didn't know the rules? But the referee did say, "Gentlemen, we're starting a new game." He said that. So for nobody else to catch that, I don't get it. But I think what happened was, by their head coach and their sideline not knowing the rules, his thought process was, I can't give the ball to Patrick Mahomes first and let him do what he did to Buffalo. Because if they go down and score a touchdown, game's over, because he didn't know the new rules. So he figured, they can't stop us running. We'll go run, get the touchdown. Game's over. Patrick Mahomes does not touch the ball. But unbeknownst to him,
Patrick Mahomes always touches the ball.
He always touches the ball, and he always wins the game. Now, as far as the clock winding down and them not knowing the situation, somebody should have thought to themselves, "Hey, why are they not in a hurry and the game's about to be over?" Some light should have went off to somebody.
And guess what? They scored with 3 seconds left anyway.
They scored with 3 seconds left anyway.
Well, I mean, I think that, because I was talking to somebody about that today, I think the thought process is, with that less of time, you think they're just going to kick a field goal, because if they throw it and they, the ball
get tackled or something,
or something like that. So they probably thought, oh, they're not going to risk it. It's the Super Bowl. But
once again, not being prepared.
Yeah. Not knowing the new rule.
Sucks for them. It's great for me.
I'm aware they won the Super Bowl, but more recent, they've won the Super Bowl more recently than the team that keeps bragging about going to the Super Bowl. Nobody cares about second place. I mean, okay, they still got to the Super Bowl.
What about
who have you won a Super Bowl more recently then?
All right, you must be talking about the Niners.
I think the Niners.
I don't think that's true. Is it?
Yeah,
the Niners won their last Super Bowl after Dallas won, because they beat San Diego in '95. I thought it was.
Dallas went back to back. Then San Francisco won, and Dallas won with Switzer.
Okay, got it.
Niners had plenty of chances to close out the game in the first half and kept fumbling the game away. I love the new rules for the playoff. It's how it should be. The number opened up 48.5, did not move for about a week. The kick didn't change anything. That's not true. I don't know if that's not true, because I had talked to Buck and it was 46.5, and then it switched the day of.
Maybe Buck lied to you.
Maybe Buck lied to me. The issue was that Kyle and the players are not prepared for RT unless they are lying to not look stupid.
Their lies are making them look pretty stupid, Jeremy.
Real stupid.
Go ahead and take your bronze medal.
And listen,
it would be silver.
All the conspiracy theorists out there, do you know how difficult it is for somebody to kick a ball and them intentionally block it? Like, it may not happen. You don't know if it's truly going to happen. So for somebody to say, "Oh, the fix was in, he missed it on purpose." No, if he were going to miss it, he'd just kicked it wide left or wide right.
Yeah.
So FanDuel had it at 46.5 the morning of the game, and then after it was 47.5. Yeah. Depends on the book. Yep. Yeah, I think, I don't know, like, to me, does it really? And maybe Rodney, you would know this. Does it really matter if you give the ball? Because everyone kept saying extra 4 down, an extra down, an extra down.
It does,
Like,
because if San Francisco had kicked first and Kansas City, let's say nothing else changed, right? Kansas City gets the ball, they drive down the field, eventually they throw the touchdown pass. San Francisco gets the ball, they drive down the field, they're not kicking the field goal at that point. You know, it was 3rd and 4, they got stopped, they ran out there, they kicked the field goal. If they've already scored the touchdown, then you're going for the touchdown. You have to.
okay.
So you get an extra down.
Okay, that makes sense. Can Kansas City 3-peat? Do you think they'll be able to go back to back? Obviously, I know what Hendo's answer is going to be, but Bronny, what about you?
I think they can. I think this was the year to beat them if you were going to beat them, Baltimore. But I feel like they're going to come back. You know, the defense is very young. They have to get Chris Jones re-signed, and they got to find a wide receiver. Now, if they do those two, because I mean, Rashee Rice looks like he's going to be good for them. But I think, you know, if they can find another receiver to throw out there with Rice and Kelsey, they're probably going to be the best team in the league again.
What about you, Hendo?
Oh, most definitely. Listen, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but they repeat next year. They 3-peat next year. I'm guaranteeing it because listen, Brett Beach, who is their general manager, he and Patrick Mahomes have dialogue, and I know Patrick Mahomes is going to be like, "Yeah, we won another Super Bowl without a star wide receiver," but they're going to go get someone. They're going to get somebody. This offense is not going to be as bad as it was throughout this season, and other teams should have taken advantage of it, and they did not. So them at their weakest, they still couldn't be beat. So of course they're going to go out there and get these weapons, but they do have to get Chris Jones re-signed. They have to get Willie Gay re-signed. They have to get L'Jarius Sneed re-signed. They have some pieces, and depending upon how their money looks, but
that's the thing. They don't have their cap guy anymore because he is building the dynasty in Carolina now.
But they're about to redo Patrick Mahomes' contract, so that's going to free up some money. So we'll see what they do. But if they don't re-sign Chris Jones, none of it matters. But they're going to go get some wide receiver. They're getting
that is the only defensive move that I would endorse for Baltimore.
Yeah.
Go take away their superpower on defense. Just so they don't have them.
The AFC is going to be stacked, but if any team can 3-V, it's the Chiefs. They can only get better out the offense. Shout out to my good friend Tapper. She is a KC fan. I hope she is enjoying it. If they can win the Super Bowl after the season they had this year, for sure they can 3-peat. Yes, I definitely think they can. I definitely think they can win the Super Bowl and 3-peat. It's going to be tough, but like Hendo said, if they can do some moving around with their money, figure out a wide receiver. Could you imagine if they try to go get Diggs from Buffalo?
I mean, they just might.
And they, Michael Pittman may hit free agency. Mike Evans may hit free agency. And listen,
and Calvin Ridley.
Yeah. Even if none of those happen, there's a lot of second tier guys who are going to be in free agency that they can sign.
But also, too, if you tell one of those players, hey, do you want to go play with Patrick Mahomes?
And get a ring?
Yes.
They're going to be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mike's going to be like, nah, I got Baker. Right.
They can trigger you, but they won't because they will be stopped by someone.
That's the same thing people said when they lost to the Raiders.
Who's that someone, Reg?
You know who
so I know
Reg's like this.
You're not a Ravens fan anymore.
Reg is like this. Anybody, please.
I know you're not a Ravens fan anymore, so who is it that you're predicting is going to stop Kansas City?
Who is your team, Reg?
This is going to be a very, very hot topic right now. So I will just say, before we start this topic, if you are sensitive to certain things, just be aware because it's going to be very, very. I'm not saying that we're going to get an argument, but I feel like people in the chat might have something to say. So
I feel like Suge gonna get an argument.
No, I'm not actually, because I'm probably on your side about this. But during the game, this happened. And there was a lot of people that talked about it, a lot of people that tweeted about it. some of those tweets, saying, "Hey, if I did this, I would have been kicked out of the league or called names." But Hendo,
Hmm.
what did you make of this situation with Travis Kelce and Andy Reid?
Travis Kelsey's a firecracker. He's a spark plug. Isn't that the?
Hendo,
Oh,
what did you
sorry.
really think?
Oh, sorry. I was giving a code speak. I think it was some Bush League BS. I understand you're passionate about the game. You want to win the Super Bowl. You have something to prove. Your celebrity girlfriend is there, but you don't put your hands on your coach. Now I understand if you have a disagreement, even if you have a shout match with him. I don't condone it, but I understand it. But for you to blindside and bump him that way, nah, like that was a punk ass move. And then to have your head coach, oh, he's just fiery. He just wants to get in the game. No, because like AJ Brown said, if that were AJ Brown, they would still be talking about this on Twitter and everywhere else. Talking about, look at this thug. Exactly. Look at this thug. Look at him overreacting. But of course, when you get a lighter, fairer complected player, it's look at the passion. Look how much he wants to win. Facts. So yeah, like that was some. I used to like Travis Kelce, but he's been on some bullshit lately.
What about you, Bronny?
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't have any problem with him yelling at Reed, but you can't make contact with him, right? You can't bump. He almost knocked him down. Like if you watch it, like he, because he didn't know he was there and he bumped into him. He looked, he almost fell. And then what?
He said his bad hip. I was
gonna say then he's Dennis Pitta down there. You don't get your Super Bowl. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it too soon? Yeah,
he's just always taking shots.
He's not taking shots. It's a fact that your 20-something allegedly year old tight end had to get a hip replacement. All right, like whatever. But no, you can't be running up and making contact with them. And the same thing that I think about coaches. Don't touch your players. Mm-hmm. Players don't touch your coaches. None of y'all touch the refs. Like, control yourself. He looked huge though to Kelce. Like he looked massive and he looked old like his brother.
He looked exactly like his brother.
No, I 100% agree with both of you. Now there is a narrative put out there right now. I don't want to say narrative, but there's going around that Travis Kelce should possibly be looked into for assault against Andy Reid. I think that's going a little too far there. But I do agree with you, Brian. You shouldn't put hands on your coach. And even though he didn't put hands on, now people were trying to point out, well, Andy Reid did this to him, this and that. Okay. I'm not saying he's in the wrong, but I do agree with Hendo. Like, if this is anybody else, we're not talking. He's passionate. He's, we're saying other stuff. And that's just the simple facts. Like, you can't hide it. If you want to get mad about it, if you want to say, oh, no, that's not true. It really is. Everybody in the media would be saying, oh, that's a thug move. That's this, that's that. And they're not saying that. They're saying, oh, he's passionate, things like that. And I understand his passion. I mean, he only got one catch, and he after having 2 games with just balling out, I can see why he's upset. But, the way he went about it was wrong. And if you think otherwise, that's fine, but you can't deny, the fact that what he did. And it's funny because Swiftie fans are going after him and are saying these are red flags and, Taylor should dump him because imagine how he is behind closed doors. And look, I played sports since I was 5. I know Hendo played. I know Brian, you played but didn't care to be playing a lot, but you get passion in sports, and sometimes it does go a little overboard or boils over, and you do things that you would normally not do, but it's because you're in the heat of battle. And one of the biggest sports in the world, football, you are literally trying to destroy somebody's body. You have to play with reckless abandonment. You have to play angry because normal people can't play this sport. You got to be a little crazy. So I understand the way it looks, but also too at the same time, you can't sit here, and say, oh, this is a bad look, or this is bad of how he was acting. Well, no, he has to act this way in order to play, because if he doesn't, you're going to get yourself hurt or possibly killed. Because
I'll say this too. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You
no,
finish.
you're fine.
No.
No, you're good.
I'll say this. Swift fans might want to back up because I don't know this to be true. I don't have any evidence of this, but I would be willing to bet that she's treated some people like that in the course of her celebrity as well, and it weren't people who were multimillionaires either. Like Suge's favorite actor Christian Bale. Like we've seen how he gets down behind the scenes.
Hey, Tom Cruise. Did you not remember Tom Cruise?
Yeah, absolutely.
He should be fine. This postseason, Kelsey played like he was possessed. I've never seen him like this in 11 seasons. Yeah, I mean, look, you gotta play again, and people might take this lightly. You have to play a certain way because you can get yourself hurt. You can get because there's 200-pound plus pound men trying to destroy you. So you kind of have to play angry. You got to play very tight. And I understand that he was frustrated. He wasn't getting the ball. You know, I think it was after the play where they fumbled or something like that, and he wanted the ball. Like, I understand why he's acting like that. But like Hendo said, you can't put your hands on your coach, even if you didn't mean to. You ran into him. You know, maybe you just a little too fast. You moved a little too quick, but you bumped him. The man almost fell over. And Andy Reid would have fell over. I don't know if he would have got back up because he would have, been like a turtle on his back, and that would have been all bad. We saw what happened with the 49ers player. He was just jumping up and down, ready to go on the field. What happens if you hit Andy Reid and he has a heart attack? Like things happen. So you got to be careful. But this whole narrative, but like I said, you're right. If it's anybody else, we're looking at it through a different lens. And I guarantee you, people would have probably said, "Oh, this almost cost them the game. That's why they were losing because he was doing this." Nobody is saying that. Seriously, I haven't heard any one person say, that could have cost them the game.
Yeah.
With that kind of having that kind of attitude. What they're saying is what Hendo's saying. Oh, he's passionate. He's fiery. He was, he just wanted to win for his team. Yeah, but you got to be able to control yourself where you're not in the face of your coach. Mahomes got in the face of, I believe it was Rice on the sideline because he wanted the ball or he was wide open and Mahomes missed him or something like that. I don't know if that was the exact situation that happened in the game, but he was in his face, and you sometimes have to get in your teammates' face and things like that. But when you're in your coach's face screaming, he doesn't even see you. Like he was like shocked that you were right there, and you almost knocked him over. So I think we'll see what happens with Travis Kelce. Maybe the podcasting and the Taylor Swift and his brother, just gotten him fired up and a little over his head. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. But I do think. Do you think there's going to be any kind of punishment coming down from the team, or is it going to be done in quietness?
There shouldn't be. It was a moment where he went a little over the line, and he can apologize to Reid, and that can be the end of it. Like I said, I mean, it's not as if Andy Reid's never gotten physical with a player, right, or any other coach in the league, and you don't get this kind of outrage. Like it goes both ways. You don't touch other people, right? We only kind of look at it this way.
Yes, Brodney, thank you.
Wow. You only kind of look at it this way because it's a player and a coach.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think we need to make it a bigger deal than it is. He was in the moment, and he kind of bumped him. He can apologize to Reid, and that'll be the end of it. I imagine he probably already has.
Yeah. Do you think if Mark Andrews did this to Harbs, it would have been funny? Or
Harbs would have traded him the next day.
at the half, you'd have been gone. All right. Let's go to the 2024 NFL draft. Now we're in the off season. We have the kind of some of the draft order here. Chicago has the first pick. Chicago. What do you mean?
No, this is not the draft order.
This is the draft order.
This is not the draft order.
Let me look at it.
Draft order.
Put it back up. Put it back up so I can see it.
It's not the draft order.
That's not the draft order.
Every draft order I've seen, this is
It could not be the draft order you've seen because it doesn't have Arizona at 4. It doesn't have Washington at 2. It doesn't have the Patriots at 3. I don't know where the hell Cincinnati would be at the top of the draft list. The Ravens.
Draft order.
Yeah, that's well.
NFL draft order: Chicago Bears, Washington, New England, Arizona.
I just told you
New
the
York
order.
Giants, Los Angeles Chargers, Tennessee, New York, Atlanta Falcons. Okay, well,
This is from very early in the season,
okay.
and they were still kind of projecting things out. But yeah, the Bears are picking first. They said Washington second, New England third, the Cardinals fourth, the Chargers are fifth, and I cannot remember who's sixth. I know that Carolina does not have a pick, which was the red flag that immediately jumped out at me. So thank you for that.
So Chicago has their first pick, and this kind of goes into another topic we'll talk about. Chicago has the number 1 pick. There's been rumors that Justin Fields is getting attention from the Steelers. Do you, as Chicago, go ahead and trade him and take Caleb Williams? There's come out, and you guys were talking about it last night on Coach's Stream. Shout out to Coach Evans. That Caleb Williams has kind of gotten a little pushback of how good he could possibly be. Some experts have come out and said he's not that quarterback. And so what do you do as Chicago? Do you trade back? Do you take Caleb Williams? Because if you take Caleb Williams, you're most likely trading Fields.
Yeah.
So what do you? And again, it goes into kind of the Steelers being interested in Fields. What do you do if you're Chicago with that number?
Yeah, if I'm Chicago, I'm taking that number 1 pick and I'm sending it back to Carolina. It's kind of a do-over because that GM got fired, and we know that that trade wasn't right. Okay, they took advantage, and I like to think that if I were in that situation, I would do the right thing and just send the pick back. With the Bears, I think probably I believe in Justin Fields. I think that Justin Fields can play. I think that they've done a poor job of developing him. They've done a poor job of putting an offense around him. But you've seen flashes of the player that he could be, right? Chris, just joking last night, was making the point that hey, if you take Caleb Williams, you kind of reset the clock because you're back on a rookie deal with the quarterback. But if I am Chicago, I'm going to try to trade back 1 or 2 spots, some extra picks. Take Marvin Harrison Jr., pair him with DJ Moore, and use the 9th pick because Chicago also has the 9th pick, and use that on another tackle, or an offensive lineman, or just the best player still there at 9, and run it back with Justin Fields with as much talent around him as you can get.
Now, what if they trade Justin Fields?
I think if they trade Justin Fields, I mean, they're going to stay
before the draft.
Right. I think they're going to sit and take Caleb Williams, and then at 9, probably go wide receiver there again with whoever's left. Well, depending on who they have higher ranked, the top wide receiver left or the top tackle left. But if they decided to trade Justin Fields, I think that, honestly, Pittsburgh should be all over that.
I wouldn't mind taking.
Give him Trubisky back. It's full circle for
we cut him.
That's right. Yeah,
we cut him, so I'm okay with that. We cut also our punter. Thank God. Hendo, what do you think Chicago should do with the number 1 pick?
What they should do, Bradley took all the talking points. I think that they should.
Already, my bad.
No, you're good. But I think that they should keep Justin Fields because, we said it last night. Even if they go out and draft Caleb Williams, Matt Eberflus is still the head coach. What changes? You may bring in possibly, and you don't know this, a more talented quarterback, but you're still running the same BS offense with the same BS weapons around him. So me personally, outside of DJ Moore, bro. Outside of DJ Moore. So for me, I would keep him, but they're probably going to trade him. And the rumor is they're going to trade him to the Patriots. So the Patriots, he's going to be a Patriot. Unfortunately, it's going to look really ugly. And Ryan Tannehill is going to be a Steeler.
Wait, hold on. Trade him to the what? So they're looking at just like a second round pick for him.
No. I mean, they may give up a future first in a second, maybe. I don't know. But they're not giving up. They're not giving up 3.
Well, I was gonna say I'll tell you what's not going to happen. I'm not handing you potentially your franchise quarterback and you're keeping the number 3 overall pick.
Oh no, they're drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. with number 3.
That's not how that works. That's not what you did with Carolina, Chicago. Don't switch up your negotiation style now.
Yeah, we're not getting Ryan Tannehill. Just stop with that nonsense.
That's what I read. That's what I read today. I read it today.
Well,
they're looking into getting Ryan Tannehill.
No, anybody named Ryan we don't fuck with.
Sounds about white.
No.
I was gonna say they love black quarterbacks over there. They can go after Malik Willis.
Well, because he wasn't good.
Tyler Huntley.
Tyler Huntley.
MHJ to Arizona. Let's go.
No.
Bowl. Tyler Huntley.
Pro Bowler.
The Carolina pick for Chicago is first, not 5th. LOL, Bronny. Facts, Bronny. So do they cut Pickett if the Steelers trade for Fields? No, you let him compete. And then the next year let him go. Because I think he'd be on his 3rd year.
This was second. So yeah, no, I mean he'd be going into his 4th year. But yeah, you decline the
5th year.
Let him
You let him and Fields battle it out.
I mean, you cut him right now. You don't even like him.
No, you don't cut him right now. That's a darn good backup.
Trade him to Arizona for a 6th.
For what? What do they want with him?
Mason Rudolph's the backup.
No, he's not.
Mason Rudolph's probably going to sign with us. He's probably going to go to Oakland.
and just look for another career.
Maybe be a real estate person in Vegas. All right, here comes another heated topic.
He's bad.
Here comes another heated topic, and I have, because I already know this one's going to kind of irritate me with these two.
No, you know he wasn't snubbed.
He was absolutely snubbed. TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year. Myles Garett won the award. Mm-hmm. And let me just throw this up there with these stats. Sacks, QB hits, TFL, QB pressures, forced fumbles.
Pretty
I don't know if you
season
give. Pretty good season, but there's people that have better seasons. Now, I want to emphasize this because I've been hearing this a lot. Micah Parsons, bonehead ass. TJ Watt isn't a top 5 pass rusher. No, you're right. People talk about, well, TJ Watt isn't the same as Myles Garett. No, because he plays in different positions, and he also does more than Myles Garett. It is a defensive player of the year, not edge rusher. So let's bring this up. Again, bonehead Michael Parsons. Horrible take. Myles was the better player. No, it wasn't. Reality of the situation, Myles faces way more double teams and effects on QBs. Fans, please stop looking at stats and look at the film. Okay, so I'm going to say this like this. These stupid stats of almost getting to the quarterback, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay? When I go to a bar and a girl makes eye contact with me, that is the double team stat. That means she looked at me and I won that stat. If she looked at me, that means she wanted me.
Oh, not necessarily. You might have been making a fool. You might have been making a fool of yourself.
And when she gives me eye contact, but I don't get her number, she leaves. I could have got her number because she looked at me, and that is the winning percentage that Myles Garett has. Because he could have got to the quarterback, but he didn't. But because she looked at me, I'm sure I would have got the number. Okay. These stats are ridiculous. I get it.
I'm going to give you another stat, Suge.
Sure, give it to me.
And well, not a stat. I'm sorry, not a stat. Another scenario.
Sure.
That you yourself brought up earlier in the show, where a certain quarterback dropped back to pass and a wide receiver was wide open in the end zone, and he threw the ball, but he overthrew it and missed him. Now, he overthrew it and missed him,
What?
you said, because a defender was in his face.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Those are
Which is a pressure.
Difference-making plays.
Yeah, but which is pressure, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Myles Garett pressures. Where is it at? At 37.
Mhm.
Compared to TJ Watt's 50 and Michael Parsons 43. Here, I got an even better one for you. Let's bring up probably the 4 people that were going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, and Garrett, Watt.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to win.
Tired of them. Okay, I can understand if you want to use these
So Mason
stats.
Crosby should have won by your assessment.
or
Max.
Michael Parsons. Yeah, now I could be okay with that. But to give it to Myles Garett,
Because he plays
who
for
did
Cleveland.
nothing for 7 weeks, and the
You know-
excuse is, well,
you know-
his presence.
You know what he did for 7 weeks, Suge?
What did he do?
One
it wasn't
defensive
him.
play. He won Defensive Player of the Year. That's what he did for 7
No,
weeks.
he didn't. No.
You sure?
What he
Because
did
I can swear I can swear he has a trophy in his house right now.
Well, I mean, he won. Sure. I mean, you of all people know you guys like participation trophies over there in Baltimore. So
You mean the division champs, or the guys
Sure,
that finished
participate-
behind us, or the guys that finished behind us,
Yeah, sure.
the ones that
I'll
finished
say-
behind us.
I'll say
Hey,
this.
but number one
You are
team
absolutely
always
right.
finishing 0. So.
You're absolutely right that it is biased. It's not biased against TJ Watt, but where's the Cowboy who scored? Was it 5 touchdowns?
Exactly.
And led
Exactly,
the
buddy.
league
I
in
don't know who that was because you brought
It was
him
named
up.
Jerron
Jerron
Bland. Yeah, that was my defensive player of the year because how do you overlook scoring that many times defensively, and then he's not even in the conversation
That is true.
because it's sacks for the defensive MVP and it's quarterback for the league MVP, and they just need to go and go the sort of college route and just have a award for each position.
He absolutely got snubbed, DBZ, because Myles Garett should even been in the
That's
finals.
not Watt getting snubbed.
Well, he absolutely got snubbed.
I mean, I called it. I said he was going to win Defensive Player of the Year. So
Oh yeah, but you also said the Ravens were going to win the Super Bowl, and look how that turned out.
Yeah,
So hurtful, so personal.
so personal. But hey, Defensive Player of the Year.
It's never personal around here.
TJ Watt got what he deserved: an early playoff exit and no trophy.
Okay, and what did
That's what he
Myles
gets
Garett
for
get? A participation post.
He still got another Defensive Player of the Year trophy.
Another one. This is his first one.
Cha-ching. Oh, I'm sorry, but his first one.
Yeah.
Cha-ching. Would you rather?
TJ
Well,
Watt
yes,
ain't never
And
won one.
they're probably going to be a shit team next year.
yeah,
Wow.
the Steelers are probably so.
I mean, the Browns won 11 games without a quarterback
Facts.
this year.
And they're not.
without
And
their
what quarterback
running
going to
back.
get it?
And without Nick Chubb.
And don't worry, bring Chubb back. We'll break his other damn knee. Love that one.
Y'all just some
Dirty
dirty
ass
ass
Steelers.
bitches.
Oh, because I can't stand the Browns. And
We
their
can tell.
fans.
We can tell the bias coming from you.
And we would have had our quarterback not got hurt. So.
And listen, Suge, like it's time for some self-evaluation. If the Cleveland Browns are getting you this worked up, ain't nobody else worried about the Browns.
Hendo was.
Yeah,
Talking
wasn't
about
worried
him all
about the
year.
Nobody worried about the Browns.
What saying that the Browns are going to be better than people are expecting is not being worried about someone.
You were worried. Don't worry.
Oh.
You were happy. You were happy the Texans took him out because otherwise Flacco was going to go in there and show you who your daddy was. So.
Who did y'all show? Y'all showed no one.
At least we were only down by a touchdown, unlike the Cleveland Browns that were getting blown out that whole game with the shitty quarterback and not our best player on the field. So
You're gonna show them that
That's
shit
not-
with Tyler Huntley, Suge. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
hey,
Listen,
if Tyler Huntley, what's our record against the Ravens, Hendo?
I don't know.
Oh, you do know. You do know.
Third in the division.
What is our record against them, Hendo?
Third in the division.
Yeah, that's right.
And Joe Burrow comes back, so y'all gonna be last next year.
Who's Joe Burrow? That's another
Joe
Brock
Burrow.
Purdy. We don't care about him.
You may know him as Joe
That's
Burrow.
What's up? No, I do not call no grown
Joe
ass man
Burr.
Joe Burr.
Okay,
Burr.
you may know him as Joseph Breezy.
Jay Breezy. Jay
Steelers,
Breezy.
we're giving the coach the business. And what coach? Anyway, let us go into. So kind of going back to the draft. For you, Hendo,
Yo.
give me 3 positions your team is going to be looking to draft.
Wide receiver, running back, offensive line.
Corner, edge, D tackle. You know it. I don't know why you lied.
Can't stand you.
Y'all are gonna get the number 6 defensive tackle at 31 or at 28 or wherever you're picking now.
30.
What about for you, Bronny? What about the Panthers? What 3 positions are?
Well, I think they're gonna be trading back from 33. Yeah, that first pick in the second round, and they're gonna be looking at wide receiver,
Quarterback.
Are y'all looking for a quarterback too? Because yours can't seem to win. You know, when the calendar flips.
No, we're not.
It's like, or do you need just like a add-on? Does he need an assistant for those games, or
You just need a DLC pack.
Got me.
but wide receiver, O-line, and then I think they're probably going to look to add another edge rusher to put opposite of Brian Burns.
Once Brian Burns
comes back, if they get Frankie Louvu, and I mean that third position could literally go anywhere. The team is god awful.
They are.
I think for the Steelers, it's O-line, possibly center. If they don't trade for Justice Fields, maybe Justin. Sorry, Justin, because he's gonna bring justice to the Steelers. Justin Fields, if they trade for him, if they don't trade for him,
Ryan Tannehill,
possibly looking for a late.
Ryan Tannehill.
We're not getting Ryan Tannehill.
Bo Nick's gonna fall right to you.
There you go.
See.
He's already older than Kenny Pickett by like 6 years.
Sure. All right. So, a couple things from the Super Bowl. Kendo's lovely halftime show. You were loving it.
I thought we talked about Super Bowl already.
We didn't talk about it.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
For sure.
Because he texted me, Hendo texted me and said, man, this is one of the greatest performances. No, let's get into a little bit of...
Don't play the music.
That's right. What do you mean don't play that music? What's wrong with you?
Because it makes me sleepy.
Who hurt you?
Makes me sleepy.
So, controversy with the halftime show, and I want to hear Hendo's thoughts on this. Usher hugging up on Switz Beats' girl, Alicia Keys.
Man, fuck that guy.
Which one?
Both of them.
All right.
I used to love it. I used to love Alicia Keys till she got with Swiss Beats, and now I just look at it like, ugh, ugh.
You can't talk like that with this music playing.
I'm sorry. Flux, Swiss Beats.
It's the aggressive tone more than the word choice, Hendo.
Flux, Swiss Beats, and sure.
What about you, Brian? So I heard you guys talking about this yesterday, and I coach. I understand coaches, his opinion and everything, but the Dr. Dre was way better than this one. Like this one there was nothing special.
It had
Dr. Dre, the Dr. Dre one was like the Kendrick Lamar performance was amazing. Snoop and Dre, 50 was kind of fat, so whatever, kind of buffed up. Mary J. Blige was amazing, but Eminem made that performance great also, and then seeing Dre play the piano and some of his beats on the piano was dope. Like I didn't see anything from Usher other than the roller skating, and then people are so dumb they don't understand pole dancing, so they're like, oh, did you see that girl fall in the pole? No, that was part of the act, dummy. Like I wish we would have saw the girl that yeeted herself with the skates apparently off of the stage. That's who I wanted to see fall.
What?
Yeah, there's apparently a girl that fell off the stage. She was skating, And the story is that she just got messaged. So the game was on Sunday. She got messaged Thursday or Friday because the other girl got COVID, so she couldn't be. So they needed the same size girl. So she took the job offer, but she didn't know how to skate. So all day Saturday, she was practicing skating in the parking lot. And she thought she was going to be okay. And then apparently at the performance, I haven't seen a video of it yet. She came out with the video, but she apparently yeeted herself off and hit her eye and things like that.
Good for her. Good for her. Good for her.
Why good for her?
Because you knew you didn't qualify for that job and you took it on the biggest stage.
It's roller skating.
And look what happened.
God, man, you are a terrible person.
Don't lie on your resume then.
You are a terrible person.
But Hendo, when you about to get, let me tell you, I heard from somebody. I'm not gonna name his name, but he does a podcast called The Lunch Break Hot Take, and he says lie on your resume all the time.
Oh no, you should definitely lie on your resume all the time. Definitely.
Oh,
but when it comes to something like that, that's a little bit different shit.
What happened?
Oh, you can't.
Yep.
See it.
Yeah, that's her.
That's her.
Yeah, you can't really see her eye though. Her eye all messed up.
Yeah. So, but there's no video of it. That's the thing. In the videos I've seen of the skaters, I haven't seen her. So I don't know. Maybe she's lying about it.
She made it up to get famous.
Maybe. Well, because a lot of people are talking about the pole girl. A lot of people are talking about the pole girl. But if you don't know pole dancing, they did a move where they drop with the beat.
So you telling me on none of these online publications, nobody made mention of any woman falling off the stage at the Super Bowl? I think they would have said something about that somewhere.
I've been looking for videos on it. I haven't seen anything yet.
Or somebody who was recording a halftime show with a car.
They got 30,000 cameras at the Super Bowl. It's on video somewhere if it happened.
Yeah,
if it happened.
But I haven't really looked for it. I only saw some videos. Not gonna lie, not lie on the resume. I'm going to gladly make a fool of myself if it's at the Super Bowl. I mean,
yes, you lie on that resume because once they hire you, they ain't gonna fire you. They're just gonna train you.
Right?
She didn't have time.
But I think it was she made like $5,000.
There you go.
Well, how much was the hospital expenses?
It's a black eye. It's a black eye.
You don't know what internal injury she had.
I mean, come on now.
Come on.
You look like you're hoping. You're such a bad person.
I'm not hoping anyone gets injured, but that's just stupidity.
When he finished telling the story, you said good.
Oh, my bad. Well, good she fell.
Terrible.
I've done some pole dancing in my life.
You need to learn some lessons.
I've done some pole dancing in my life.
Nice.
I
heard it's good exercise.
It's very good exercise. Helps those calves. Homeboy should have been doing pole dancing. So he went and ruptured his stuff. Any trailers that caught your eye? We'll talk about the big one, but any other trailers? Planet of the Apes, or it's not Planet. It's obviously Planet of the Apes, but I forgot the actual name of it.
Kingdom of the Apes or something.
Yeah, that caught my eye. That looks pretty good.
Didn't people stop watching that movie in the 80s?
No, it's been one of the biggest franchises. You are so behind.
I
always thought that was a horrible show.
And I thought it was cool right up until the apes started talking. And I was like, all right.
That looked cool. They're remaking, but it's a continuation of Twister. So it's called Twisters.
Clever.
Okay.
Oh, let me just hunker down into this dirt and nothing's gonna happen.
No, man. There's two of them now.
Oh man.
And then the third one's gonna be Titty Twister. The purple nurple.
Oh God, I ended up gonna show y'all.
That looked interesting. That one looked interesting. What other one was there? The other Godzilla movie. I don't know if they showed
another one.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, New Empire.
Last one I saw had Matthew Broderick in it.
God,
Jesus Christ,
damn, bro, have you been in a coma?
Why would I want to watch
Matthew Broderick?
Rodney, this is amazing. Twister 4, the good old dick twist.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
You too much. Twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Yep.
But the big trailer, the one we were all waiting for. And you know what they did? Wicked was the other trailer, but they did the same thing. They gave you a 15-second teaser and then said, "Go on YouTube and watch this trailer."
Yeah,
That's right. That's
I
right.
can't
Grandpa.
afford
And-
2.5 minutes of that.
Facts.
But
I can't.
the Deadpool trailer did become one of the highest watching trailers ever. I believe the number of
Yeah, I pulled it up during the show yesterday.
I can't
watched
wait.
it while we were
I
doing
can't-
the roundup.
I can't wait to see the Wizard of Oz.
yeah, that's Wicked.
That's not
Wicked.
coming out, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
that one. That show.
What
I
it
can't wait to see the movie because I can't wait to see how many white people want to kill themselves because they see a black green witch.
I don't have a problem with it. I actually did.
You're
you
not
ever
white.
see?
I know you think you are, but you're not.
Did you see the one that came out not recently, but a while ago? That was a good movie. I like that one. But this one seems interesting. It was Great and Powerful Oz, I believe it was called.
Yeah.
With
See that.
it was interesting. Deadpool had over 365 million views in 24 hours.
It's pretty
That's
good.
crazy.
And the official movie title for the movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. There was a lot of cool stuff in there, a lot of Easter eggs that we got. First off, I love the fact that it's going to be rated R because the first thing it says is, "I'm used to pegging, but Disney isn't," and then looks at
it's
the
new for
camera.
Disney.
It's new for Disney. Amazing. There's a lot of speculation. Obviously, we see the TVA. If you watch Loki, you know who the TVA is. I'm very surprised at who possibly is going to be the villain, because it's which if it's already been like I won't say it's spoiled, but it's in the synopsis. But it's Charles Xavier's twin sister. And yes, Charles Xavier had a twin sister that he tried to destroy in the womb because she was evil, but somehow survived. But her body's all deformed, but she has the same powers as Charles Xavier.
How did he? Okay, well, I mean, there's just all sorts of like. If
How
it's
did you know she was evil back in the womb?
if it's his twin sister, right? Like, how did he know that she was evil? How did he try to destroy her? I don't understand. And
He took
when
the
he failed in the
umbilical
womb,
cord and he said,
when he failed in the womb, why he ain't handle that late? He has an entire superhero team, at his
Right.
beck and call. He could have sent them out there and just been
Don't
like,
handle that.
here's an address, just handle that. Who is it? Don't worry about it.
Right. especially with Phoenix. Go take him out light work.
I don't know.
Oh,
Honestly, don't know.
then when he hooked into Cerebro, she's
Should have
done.
found her anytime.
She's done.
Don't
It's
know.
the inconsistency.
But you
man.
telling me that she out there running around like Voldemort, like a little deformed fetus, and
Right.
he just felt sorry for her.
And he's going around going, Hodaba Kadaba, just fucking people up, apparently.
Marvelous.
You saw a lot
so
of-
far.
I think this movie is going to actually save Marvel because they're the direction they're going in, what we've seen,
They don't
and
know what direction.
the fact that they're going to have a rated R humor, I think is really going to be. I'm excited for this movie. The one of the big Easter eggs was you see Uzi's being shot, and the gloves are different. That is, they are saying is Lady Deadpool. Well, the gloves. So when you see Deadpool shooting, his gloves are black. When you see these Uzi shooting, there's red and black. And there's a clear difference in gloves.
So just
I gotta tell you.
spoil it for everybody.
I
Yeah.
gotta tell you, I just
It's in the damn trailer.
I can't stand.
Some people didn't see
listen,
the trailer.
I don't want anybody to get offended, but I can't stand these nerds who just rewind these trailers 500 times and look for every single little tell they can find. It's annoying as hell.
But Bernie, they
So
made a whole thing out of that.
I stayed
Yeah,
up
the
until like
whole
11
thing.
or 12 watching it. I watched it like 20 times.
Well, sure. This is my thing, sure. Why don't you put that on your channel, like
Yeah.
Easter eggs from trailers? Because dudes get massive views off that shit.
Because that's called you gotta edit and you actually gotta
You
look
could
at
have live
stuff.
streamed that.
Facts.
Well, Hendo didn't want to live stream it. So actually I was hungover. Yes.
No, really. Bang bang.
Yes, it
Good
is.
old H2O over here.
That's some high quality H2O.
But there was a lot of cool stuff in that trailer. I am very excited about it. There's a possibility that we might get Gambit of actually being his damn name, Channing Tatum, Gambit.
I don't think that he
Channing?
could. I don't see him being able to pull off Gambit.
Nah, not Gambit.
Like, I don't
Remy-
think he could,
Remy LeBeau?
Yeah, like he couldn't do the accent and all that. And that's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
I like Channing Tatum, yeah, but nah.
yeah, not him. Not for that. Not for that role.
Oh, he was cast as Gambit years ago.
Okay, how's
Couldn't
that
care
go?
less. All right, how'd that work out?
Oh, Foxes. And that was a kind of the dope thing that you saw. You saw the original Pyro from the original X-Men movies.
But your man
He was in it.
Your man was the original Gambit. I just saw him in a movie today. On
The one
on
that was in
Netflix.
Wolverine.
Yeah, what's his face? He was
Matthew
just
Broderick.
no, he was just in a movie that was just came out on Netflix about a dude whose girl got killed on the beach, and then he went and became an operative for the CIA.
Okay.
It was pretty. It was all right.
You know,
Yeah.
the other day I said this in the.
He also played.
I saw the trailer for that, but yeah, no.
I said this in the lunch break hot take. I went to go get my hair cut, and the lady's cutting my hair, and I look up at the TV, and it's Mission Impossible. And I'm not a big Mission Impossible person, but I got stuck into that movie.
Yeah.
Like I kept turning my head, she kept slapping me. She's like, "Can you stop
Good.
moving your head?" Because I was like into it. I was like,
You
oh,
should
shit.
like get a bigger TV then. Stop abusing
Well,
your customers.
They have 5 TVs. 3 of them were off. There was only 2 that were in front of me. So when she spun me around to cut my hair, I'm like, "Can you turn me back around?"
Like, God
watch
forbid
the
you
damn
walk
movie.
around. I'm not a big fan of
Um,
Mission Impossible. Like, I like them; they're well made and everything, but they're just.
I want to go back and watch the
Same,
first one.
same shit over and
I
over.
know
again.
Ethan's gonna win
Did you get to watch the trailer, Bronwyn, for
for.
Deadpool?
Yeah, I did. I watched it during the roundup yesterday.
And how did you enjoy it? Like it? Didn't like it? Because I know
I liked it a lot.
Mr.
I'm
Hendo,
very, very excited about it. Very, very excited.
Hendo wants to take the joy out of everything. So
He does. But I that's one of the only, I would say, movies that I'm really looking forward to right now.
okay.
Yeah, I was very pumped. Love it, and the shadow of Wolverine coming up there. So I'm very excited. I hope it means an X-Men movie coming sooner rather than later. Don't say anything, Suge. I know you're about to ruin that joy.
He is.
But I love the first 2 movies. I thought they were hilarious, and very, very excited for this one. I hope Colossus is back too.
I
He
like
is. He was in the trailer.
Okay, like I told you, I don't watch them closely, like that closely. I watched it while I was doing a live stream.
it. Facts.
Oh, professional you are.
I am professional. You didn't even know.
You didn't know.
I knew because you said it
didn't
out
know.
loud.
You didn't know.
Did my barber let me look in the mirror while I was there? No, because she kept standing in front of me. I
Good for
couldn't
her.
watch in the mirror. Now that football season is over, what are you guys gonna be watching for now?
Nothing.
Started
Yes,
watching
it's-
Tokyo Vice on
I know.
Max.
I know mine and Brodney's Dodgers are gonna start
That's
the
true.
off season on their way to their World Series.
His name is Taylor Kish.
God damn, that took you forever.
Because I had to remember the dude that played in the movie with him, then I had to go back to that movie, then I had to go to another movie and do 6 degrees of separation and scroll through to find out who he was. Because I couldn't remember any names or anything. So I had to start off with Bad Boys for Life with the dude that played in that because he played in Lone Survivor with him and just go through all that.
Buck is such a hater, man. Just because you live in Arizona and you sentenced yourself to eternal misery, but the rest of us can't have nice things.
Facts.
Garbage
And
ass
so-
stunts you keep rooting for.
Garbage ass. They lose it right now.
Are they?
Probably.
They might, yep, they are. They're losing to Sacramento 52-45, second
Oh,
quarter.
yeah, I think I took Sacramento.
Oh, Lakers are
Lakers.
stomping out
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
thought anything different?
the Bucks are gonna screw me. Of course. But,
Stop betting
all
so
right.
much.
After now, the freaking
You know it's
Kansas
bad
City
when Grayson
Chiefs.
Allen needs your leading score.
All right. So before
the Pistons hurt a defense, like the Lakers are shooting 72%.
God damn.
all right, before we get out of here, Mr. Brian. Oh, well, I'll say this. I said in the beginning of the show, my daughter is going to be starting softball.
Mhm.
Looks like her practices are going to be on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Nice.
Her Tuesday practice is at 5:45.
Nice.
I don't know how long. If it goes for only an hour, then yeah, I'll still be able to do a show. It might be a couple minutes later.
Not nice.
If not, I'm gonna be trying to do the show at least twice a month. When I'll have to figure that out, obviously, because we have Sip Tally on Mondays, LBHT on Wednesdays. We have RougPod on Saturdays and whatever other
Nope,
days.
Sundays. It's still Sundays.
Well, but
Yeah,
you're going to be
Saturday.
doing Hanging with Hendos on Saturday.
It's still Sundays.
Okay,
But you're going to be
Sundays.
doing Hanging with Hendo on Saturday. What was that?
Oh, I don't know. Did you like spaz out or something?
I don't understand.
I do know that I will definitely be doing a new show. The channel's already up.
What's
If
it
you want to
called?
go, I will put that link eventually in there so you guys can follow. We'll be doing that show.
What's it called?
We don't know yet. I haven't came up with a name.
No, I mean the
But
channel.
Suge and Callie.
That's the name of the channel.
Like all one word?
I don't think so. Don't remember.
Cali with a K or Cali with a C?
C-A-L-I.
Oh, like California.
Suge and Callie.
The man
S-U-
Suge Knight killed. That's the
So
first thing that
S-
came up.
So SUGEINCALI.
Give me a second.
Or is it Suge and Callie? Or is it Suge and Callie?
Suge and Callie.
Okay, and.
But the and is
The and is what? The and sign? And not A and D?
We call that an ampersand.
Yeah, that thing.
Subscribe.
Okay. Fuck it. Don't answer the
You know,
question.
there's a whole lot of videos about this dude who stole your name.
Wow.
Should do something about that.
Put your foot
Okay,
down.
there. The link is in the chat.
Nice.
There
So make sure you
go.
go and hit the subscribe button.
Yes, please. I appreciate it. But yeah, I will be letting you guys know when we will be doing Still Conspiracy. Probably will be like I did last year. We'll be ramping it up around the draft time. I know LBHG will probably be doing draft coverage, and I'll probably be over there hanging out with them. If Mr. Hendo is going to be doing that, I'll definitely be over there hanging out with him, doing draft coverage. So make sure just to look out for that. And yeah, Hendo, where can the people find you on Saturdays and Sundays?
Link is in the description.
The link is in the description. But
That's
can you
just
tell
super
them
lazy.
about your show?
Super lazy.
I mean, I can't really tell you right now. We're going through a Suge Knight phase. We don't know what we're doing, when we're doing it, how we're doing it. But once upon a time, we did a show on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. I don't know if I really feel like it. Playoffs took a lot out of me.
Took a lot out of you didn't play in them.
Disrespectful.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't
7 p.m. Sundays.
play it. I
RougPod,
don't
Instagram,
understand
Twitter,
what to do.
Facebook, TikTok, wherever you find your audio, you can find me there as well. Also, you can find me Tuesdays at 8 p.m. with my man, Mr. Galloway, talking all things hip hop on Electric Relaxation with Mr. Galloway. On Monday evenings, 9 p.m., you can find myself, Brodney, Jose, Chris Just Joking, OTR Mike, and Coach Evans on Sip the Tally doing the Ravens Roundup.
Here's
Can't believe
OTR
we
Mike.
talked about Pharaoh Monch and didn't talk about the mayor. He is finishing up his basketball season. He's coaching. He's got a couple more games left, and then he will be back.
Shout out to Mike, OTR Mike, the GOAT. Rodney, where can the people
Yes,
find
sir.
you and your great content?
They can find me on Lunch Break Hot Take every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. We do the LBHT show. We follow that up by the Overtime show for patrons, whatever, Reg. You can find me on Monday nights, 9 p.m. over on Sip to Tally Films, like Hendo said, for the Ravens Roundup. You can find me here Tuesdays, 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time for the Steel Conspiracy.
Steel Claw. I didn't see any conspiracy. I didn't see any conspiracies on that logo.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
The logo
And
will
then-
be changed after this week. Don't worry.
And then,
You keep saying that.
whenever there is something to talk about in the world of boxing, that bat signal goes up, and you can find us over there on Ring Kings Podcast.
That's right.
There is a UFC fight this weekend.
Fuck the UFC.
Rodney,
That's what you.
yes.
I
But
can't. Tapuria.
Volkanovski.
Yeah.
And then also Robert Whitaker versus Paulo Costas.
Yeah.
That seems like a good fight. Nothing else major. Who you got? Volkanovski or
I'm taking Volkanovski, and I think Robert Whitaker is close to washed, but I think he might still be able to take out Paulo Costa. But that'll be interesting to see.
Did Haney and Garcia agree to a fight?
They
Sorry,
sure
I saw
did.
that.
They sure did, and then they agreed to meet in, I don't know, a mall or something, and then just stand chest to chest and yell nonsense at each other for a minute. So that was fun. But they are going to be fighting a little later this year, so really looking forward to that one. There's a lot of stuff lining up now for boxing, so it's going to be a fun year.
It'll be a fun year, so make sure to check out Ring Kings Brawny with Jose, possibly me sometimes if I'm not drinking, and
You said you stopped.
OTR Mike. I just said when I'm not drinking.
That's all the time.
So always got to have the last word in. I swear.
Yeah, you do.
Unbelievable. But thank you for joining us.
You
Hope
are.
you guys have a great night. Be safe. And we will talk to you